Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
This is ahead for about 5. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They'll try and throw it here. He's on the move. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. That's Baron Browning who makes the stop.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Looking to the air here. Trying for a touchdown here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And 4th and 4 coming up.
That is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make it impact later.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Back to throw, needing a first. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Lone back gets the handoff. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Burrow from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bengals getting back on his 6th interception of the season. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Buys time, rolling right. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
You know, Kate, it looked to me like this one, he leaves the pocket, and this is where you're out in the schoolyard, out on the playground, and you're looking for your buddy to find that connection. Unfortunately, receiver QB, they could not find the completion that time.
2nd and 10 now. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. 3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down at the 30. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Complete to Pearsall. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. It's second and goal.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw. It changed its direction.
Benson goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here. Offense in the hurry up here. Third down from the gun. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. On is Chad Ryland for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Fielded just shy of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They're out and set. First and 10. Play action now. Burrow hits his running back. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Caught by his back. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here we go.
Blown back. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10. Wow, this has been a rough sequence for them starting out. First the interception, and now almost giving it away again on the fumble.
Yeah, Coach's going to have to get everybody around the campfire and get this thing figured out because through all the years and all the styles of play, we know one thing, Kate. Turnover margin in the NFL is the biggest indicator of winning and losing.
Gets this to Kincaid. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Minkah Fitzpatrick in on the stop.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Burrow out of the shotgun. That's taken in by Tucker. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. they just get the play off. He rolls to his right. He's running with it. And he winds up out of bounds, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's third and very long. Burrow back to throw. Oh, he trucked that defender. He's got it in the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Kate, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. They'll try and punch it in, and he's brought down for a loss. Their rookie out of Oklahoma there to make that play. Leading 10 yards now as they line up. It's second and goal. Looking to throw, Burrow. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're rolling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
So now, here's third and goal. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his right. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. Out comes the field goal unit. The Eagles trying for three. A 27-yard look here. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Escapes the pocket. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Option play they give to Benson. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. A pickup there of 33 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here he is on 3rd and long. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Burrow. Completed to his running back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. From the 29. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Bengals take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Escapes out to the left. Finds his man. It's Kraft. And he's able to get this down to the 36. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. Benson now from the gun. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
From the 30 on 2nd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jordan Brooks comes up with it. And the Eagles get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn it.
They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to get past the 40 before he goes out. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, Burrow to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Pat Surtain has it. 30. The 10. And he makes the Hepsko. That play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals double their lead to 14. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. After the pick, here's Burrow again. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So that brings up 2nd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. Finds Kincaid. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. That's complete, Mike Evans. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
To throw again, it's Burrow. On the move, headed right. That throw behind his intended target. First time this game they've looked to him. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Burrow setting up the play action. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Has it down close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Has the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles make it a one-score game before halftime. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's going to push one deep down the right.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. He's back to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Here comes the final play of our first half. A final throw before the break. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Burrow from the gun. Connects with his back. Aaron Jones. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for the back that time. And it's going to be second down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Burrow throwing again on second and 10. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
On third down, here's Burrow. He has the first over the middle. And he moves the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Burrow. Complete over the middle. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Play action now. Burrow. Rolling left, buying some time. He's going to keep it this time. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Burrow out of the shotgun. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. It's not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
And he goes out of bounds, just short of the 35. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down. Pass play coming here. Chased out to his right. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Now looking to throw. He's on the move. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
3rd and long for him here. He finds Mitchell complete. And that will not be enough for a first down. Working quickly here. Looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. He gets loose down the right side. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals push their lead further to start the half. It's an Adnan Mitchell touchdown. Ryland now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals double their lead to 14. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here we go. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Bengals get it back on his 6th interception of the season. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a 3rd time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best-case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision.
Benson on the counter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. They go play action here. He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Offense up to the line fast. Play action on 1st down. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First carry here for Aaron Jones. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Now Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate. Right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
And he's hit and dropped. So that's going to bring an end to our 3rd quarter. With him picking himself up after that sack. The Eagles are in punt formation. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. Jukes one defender, and he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And it'll be Bengals football. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He's got Shaheed. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. He's going to throw this one. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Working inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Ryland now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals grow their lead yet again. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Returnable from the 1. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why. And
it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Buys time, rolling right. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And they pick him off again. And the Bengals get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
They go play action on 1st. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Bengals continue piling it on here in the 4th. Ryland now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals continue piling on to this lead. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11 Thomas.
Give now to the running back. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Another carry for him. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Burrow setting up the play action. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Back-to-back carries here. Down the sideline inside the 30. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Plowing up the middle. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Back to the well again. And we just saw this movie. They stopped him again at the line.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. Trying for it with Burrow. Gets this to Kincaid. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Eagles making the scoreboard look a touch better. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. Extra point attempt coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. Now Camarda on to send it away. And that kick goes out of bounds. They're going to get great field position out of this. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. First and 10 from the 41. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
They give on second to Benson. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's third and less than a yard. Setting up a throw. He sends this one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So in the jungle, the Bengals take the win. And this thing of losing such a close one the week before, barely